Good evening. I wanted to get on here. If you notice the title, it's called Think Dirty. We're going to get into that title. Just sitting in my backyard, and I can see nothing but cornfields. And for me, I enjoy that. Because we moved from a place where we didn't have the neighbor was not very nice. And on the other side, there were like 100 cats. No joke. Out here we have one cat and cornfields. And we have some neighbors, but they're a little ways down the road. So I'm out here enjoying the peace and quiet. But we're going to talk tonight about our skincare and some of the background to our skincare and the importance of the natural skincare and just some things that I've been reading up on. So if you're on, say hey. Let me know that you're watching. It's always better to have some people to interact with. But Limelight, when our CEO, Michelle, was wanting to create skincare. Hey, Kirsten. She actually had a friend at the time that was battling triple negative breast cancer. And she was, of course, talking to her about wanting to create this skincare line to add, with their professional makeup. And her friend was like, you have to promise me, don't bring another skincare line into the world that is going to harm women, that's going to have harmful ingredients. Just make that promise to me that you're not going to do that. And Michelle talks about how at first, she was a little torn, like, well, how am I going to do that? Because, don't you have to have those certain kind of chemicals to get effective products for different, skin conditions? And so she went back to a scientist she'd actually met years before, who had spent half a decade studying natural ingredients from all over the world and what those natural ingredients could do. And so she told her, she was like, the initial plan was that she was just going to create an oil, a cleansing oil to add to their skincare line. And so the scientist went to work, and what she brought her were 11 products. And so Michelle took those products, and a couple of different people tried them, different skin types tried the products, and people were immediately in love. And these products were all natural, all ingredients, that were produced by the earth. And they were hooked. And so that is where our skincare line came from. And like Michelle, I think a lot of people think that you have to have those chemicals in order to produce results. I believe that even dermatologists, are not conditioned, but that's what they're told. That's what they're given. That's what's out there. And I think people are really waking up to the importance of natural, and that it still has power. It still has the power to do the things that these chemicals, are doing, but not in the same way. A lot of chemical stuff is like masking your face. It's stripping everything off your face. And with these natural ingredients in the Limelight skincare, it's healing your skin, and it's allowing your skin to heal and rejuvenate. And we have lots of different products that can be used. I made some notes. So I don't want to leave anything out. I had pulled up an article, because I just wanted to see. I wanted to see what were some of the top products that dermatologists were recommending that you use for your skin. And like the article, the little introduction even was like, one of the lines was dermatologists know best. And they might know best just based off what they've been taught. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's all that there is. And so there is a challenge to people thinking or ways of believing that the chemicals that you find on the shelves, Walmart, CVS, anywhere you can go and buy these things, that's the only option that we have for our skin. And that's just not the case. Some of the things that were up there, that Cetaphil, I'm not sure how they pronounce that, Neutrogena, oil-free acne cleanser, the Aveeno products. Just because something may say natural or any of those other kind of words, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily free of chemicals. And so the Think Dirty title to my video is actually this app. There's this app, it's called Think Dirty. My friend Stacy told me about it. When she was like, have you heard about that app, Think Dirty? And I was like, no. And she was like, it's an app where you can either scan products or you can just punch them in there, and then what it does is it rates it from 0 to 10 based on 0 being no harmful ingredients and 10 being the worst, and it rates these things, and then it breaks down the ingredients list, and it breaks down why it's received the rating that it's received. And so I loaded that app today, and then when I researched those things that the dermatologist had recommended, I punched them in there, and it was terrible. I know there were, 20, 30, I know I probably browsed 50 products, and most of them were in the 7 to 10 range. A lot of them, the Aveeno probably had the most 10, number 10, bad listed for their ingredients. And so, and the other thing that it does is it specifically tells you what ingredients are giving it the number. And so you may have a list of 7, 8, 9, 10, and then there may be some down at the bottom, some ingredients that are hitting at 1, 2, and 3. But you've completely counteracted those 0, 1, 2, those lows, if you have 4 or 5 things in there that are 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Nina. Limelight. So I clicked on those ingredients because I wanted to see what the things were that were high, and so a lot of them were parabens and sulfates, and none of those ingredients are in our skincare. And then I pulled up, what exactly, parabens and sulfates have been a big thing. You see it everywhere. Products are starting to put, no parabens and sulfates, on their products, on the labels. And parabens can actually, they've been found present in breast tumors, and it can actually act like estrogen in your blood system. And so because skincare immediately, in less than a minute, is in your bloodstream, that can affect your hormone levels, which then throws everything out of whack. And so that's why it's super important that you know what you're putting on your face, that it's clean, that it's natural, and that you're not worried about what it's going to do. And some people are like, I read a thing that was parabens have been used in products for 50 years. Well, yeah, they have, and that doesn't mean that it's safe. It doesn't mean that the research has even begun to fully tap into the effects that it's having on our body. I'm all for a better safe than sorry approach. I don't want to find out 20 years from now that this product that they said was safe all along, ends up being, hey, this is not safe. Now, I may have a higher risk of, breast cancer. Women especially, just because we use so much. And, that Think Dirty, when you load that Think Dirty app, go do it. Go do it. But in the first place it tells you to start is in your bathroom. And so skincare, toothpaste, deodorant, all of those things, and it's tough to go in and switch out everything to natural. It can be expensive, but I say start somewhere, pick a baby step. If you want to pick your toothpaste and switch to a different toothpaste, or your deodorant, you do it little steps at a time. But I am all about safe than sorry, and I'm so glad that I have found these products with Limelight so that I don't have to worry about what I'm putting on my face anymore. And I wanted to show you this in our catalog. It's going to be backwards to you, but this is 2 pages of ingredients, and they're called stars of the show. And every single one of these ingredients are ingredients that, guess what, are from Earth, that have been used to create formulas that work for all different types of skin conditions. And some of them are about the interaction. So that's why it's important, that a scientist put this together, because they understand, how all these chemicals interact. And sometimes when you take, one ingredient and another and put it together, it's even more powerful. So they figured all that out. They've given it to us, and now we have this great skincare line. So these are our cleanser bottles. Both cleanser bottles are in this size. This is our skin polish. Amazing. But this is the size of our masks. So the skin polish, the Mask of Zen, 40 Cure Cream is that size. I think those are the only ones. And this is the Must Do oil, face oil. All of the moisturizers are this size. The Sotox is this size, and that Must Do oil. So I just wanted to educate you guys a little bit about where our skincare came from, the importance of the skincare, and that Think Dirty app. Go load it. Go start in your bathroom, and go check those things out. I'm going to start putting together samples of our skincare. So if you're interested in trying something from our skincare line, shoot me a message, and I can get with you. You can come to my house, I can come to you, or I can actually create little samples I can send to you. So if you're interested in anything that I've talked about or exploring our skincare line further, shoot me a message, and I will help you out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. I'm going to sit out here and enjoy the quiet. Even everybody in my house is in the house. It's just me out here. So enjoy your Saturday night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.